If you're over 40 and you're not stretching before bed, well, you're missing out. As we get older, when we hit 40, 50, and 60, our bodies get tighter, 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 and tighter. If you're always training and you're never stretching, chances are you're making your body worse. So today, I'm going to give you the best stretches before you go to bed. Here's something most people don't know. Your sleep is directly tied, or your quality of your sleep is directly tied to how your body feels when you're going into bed. So if you're always tight, or if you have tight hips, tight shoulders, lower back, whatever it is, going into bed, chances are the quality of your sleep isn't going to be as good. So it's the main contributor to the quality of sleep. Yes, if we're parents, I know there's kids going crazy, that's one thing. But if you're 50, 60, and 70, and you're going into the later years of your life, the quality of your sleep is directly linked to how tight your body is. So today, I'm just going to give you the best stretches you can do before you jump into bed. Okay, number one, it's called knees to chest, supine knees to chest. So it's a simple one. It looks very simple. It looks like it doesn't look like it does something, but it does wonders. So lay down on your back like so. Bring your knees towards your chest. You're going to wrap your arms around your legs or around your shins like this, and you're going to press your knees in towards your chest. This is what I like to call a spinal decompression. It really helps to decompress your spine as you're pushing your knees towards your chest. The next level, you can if you want to, you don't have to. You can rock it back and forth just to get the spine movement and the spine stretch. But this is just basically mainly knees to chest. Helps to really stretch out legs, lower back, hips, whatever it is. Just a nice way to start the night before you jump into bed. A nice little spinal decompression. You're going to hold it for about 20, 30, 40 seconds. Just as much as you want, as much as you feel, how much you feel you need it. But this will feel amazingly as soon as you finish. Number two, again, this is a figure 4 one. This is a good one for before bed because it hits the piriformis, which is chronically tight in everyone over 50 or 40, and no one really knows how to stretch it. It gets inside the hips as well and the lower back, but it really hits the piriformis, which is one of the most chronically tight areas in every adult in the world over 40. Now, legs up like this. You're going to have your left ankle over your right knee, like so. Press your hand into your knee and then press your knee into your ankle like so. So you were going in opposite directions like so, like this. Press it down and you're going to feel it right through glutes, hips, piriformis. And that's chronically tight in a lot of people, probably most adults over the age of 40. Some of them don't know it's tight, some of them know it's tight, and some of them don't know how to stretch it. Like so, 20, 30, 40 seconds, and then release. Change legs, go again, press. Easier option is to keep the foot down and then just go like that. You're still stretching it. If you can't lift your leg up or it feels like it's too tight or too sore, just do it this way. You still get the stretch. Whereas the other way is just like so. So you left leg up, press down, and you feel the stretch through your hips and your piriformis. Number 3 is a lying spinal twist or spinal stretch. Now, you're going to lay down with your feet up like this, and then all you're going to do is you're going to bring your knees across your body like so, and then turn like this, and just keep twisting. And you'll really feel your spine, hence the word spinal twist, you'll really feel the stretch through your spine. Head down so your neck doesn't get sore, and then just keep twisting. You can hold for 10 seconds. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, hold there, say 10, 15 seconds, and then release, and then come back to the other side, and just keep twisting. I like to do the dynamic twists, just so it gets the movement through the joint, not so much stretching, is just you want to get the movement through, because if you're already tight, you want to get the movement through the joint, not just stretching it. If you want, I like to do, let's say 10 of the rocks back and forth, and then at the 10th or the 11th one, you want to hold for about 10 seconds. That's a nice bit of a balance between the two. And then you can release and then go back to the other side and then hold for 10 and then release. Number 4 is a hamstring stretch or supine hamstring stretch. Down, legs in the air, wrap your arms around your hamstring, and then pull up. Push your legs as high as you can, as far forward as you can towards you as much as you can. Try and keep your legs straight as much as you can, and then hold that stretch. 20 to 30 seconds. Feel your hamstrings really burn. Some might feel it in the ankles or calves, depending on where you're tight. But the straighter your leg, the more hamstring burn you'll feel. Then go down and then relax. Change leg. Leg straight in the air. Wrap your arms around your hamstring. Push your knee towards you in the direction of your face. And then hold that position 20, 30, 40 seconds. And then that hamstring, you should feel the hamstring. So the start of this, the whole of this concept, the whole of this video is just stretches before bed. So it's not too complicated. It's very easy follow that you can follow along. Do them all very softly and nicely and gentle, and then jump straight into bed. Like I said, there's a direct correlation between sleep and how tight your body is. The tighter your body, the worse you sleep. Number 5 is a butterfly stretch. Bring your feet together, like so. Wrap your arms around your feet. Lower your knees towards the ground like this, pushing your elbows really down, and try and sit up. It's a simple stretch, but a lot of people over the age of 40 are very tight in this area, so you'll really feel the stretch. And this is called a butterfly stretch, but it's just simply for the groin as much as you can. So the goal is to really try and hit the floor if you can. If you can't, that's okay, but try and just press down with your elbows, so pushing your elbows against your knee to push into the stretch, and try and sit up tall again. So the higher you sit, the worse the stretch will feel, but the better you'll get out of it. So really try and press down as much as you can. Try and sit up tall as high as you can. Again, 20, 30, 40-second holds. Release, and then go again. You can probably do 2 rounds of everything, of all these stretches today. But like I said, just go gentle, go slow, and just really try and, if you want to do dynamic ones like this, you can, but then just try and sit up tall as much as you can, press, and you'll feel your groins. As soon as you release, you'll feel the pressure almost instantaneously get better. Number 6, child's pose. I'm going to talk a little bit about it now and then go into it, because once I go into it, it's going to be hard to chat about it. But what I'll do is, child's pose you'll find in a yoga class, definitely. But child's pose is kind of like a full body, hip, groins, back, everything stretch. So basically what it is you're going to knees apart, feet apart. You can bring your feet together, doesn't matter, either one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to try and sit your bum into your hips like so. So you're actually really sitting down. So your bum is almost on your ankles, bum on ankles. And then you're going to go chin down, arms straight down, and then try and sit your whole body in the middle of where your hips are, or your knees are really, as much, like so. Simply release. I'm just going to keep doing this and show you slowly. Try and sit down as much as you can, work the angles, work the hips, try and turn left, turn right, and just sit there as well. Breathe as well, gently breathe into it, 20, 30, 40 seconds. You might feel really stiff in your ankles. You might not be able to sit onto your ankles, or you might not have the stretch or the flexion, but just keep working the ankle as much as you can. Chin down, and then hold as much as you can, 20, 30, 40 seconds. Release, and then come forward. Number 7, thread the needle. What does that look like? So lay on the mat again, lay on the floor, hands shoulder width apart, knees apart. Now, it's called thread the needle for a reason. So you're going to go through one side into the other side. What do I mean by that? You're going to go with your right hand, you're going to simply scoop through your body, go to the left side, try and look up as much as you can. See how I'm twisting and bending with my hips and my back, and then I'm going to come up and go up like this, and then back down to the ground. Other side, left, scoop through, look up, twist your hips and your knees, and then back into the sky, and then drop down. I want you to do 10 on each side, but again, really go slow and gentle and really go into the stretch. So don't just go quickly. It just really work the angle, try and look up, and then come back up, and just simply, with every rep, try and get deeper. Try and just work a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Try and get into it. One of the best ones you can do right before jumping into bed. That's one of my clients' favorites, is because they're so tight in that area, especially before you go to bed. You simply feel a lot better, especially in your thoracic spine. Number 8, if you're just sitting on your bed on the side, and then this is just a neck. So we've done this in plenty of videos before, just a neck roll. So what I like to do is chin down, press the chin into your chest as hard as you can, roll up, come back to straight, turn to one side, straight, turn to the other side. Once you do all 4 sides, then I want you to draw a circle with your head and go clockwise and then anti-clockwise. So what I mean by that is you go down and then around. Hence it's called neck rolls. Once you get to 10, and then go the other way clockwise. And you want to do every angle. So that's why I went up, I went down, I went left, I went right, and then draw a circle, because you're trying to stretch every part of your neck and trying to get the roll and get that flexibility into your traps and your shoulders and your neck. So you're trying to do everything really slow, everything really gentle. Left, right, up, down, up, down. Number 9, chest opener. Now there's plenty of ways to do this. You can do the doorway stretch, which I've done in plenty of videos. You can lay on the ground. If you're going in before bed for this stretch, I just like to do it sitting up. So basically what I do is, I'm going to have my hands shoulder width apart, and as you can see, I'm leaning forward. Now I'm trying to force my arms as far back as you can, and just feel the stretch through your bicep and your chest. Because we're working on our computer so much, or a lot of people, 40s, 50s and 60s, they've been sitting down a lot in their life, chances are your chest is tight. So just by simply doing this is the opposite way. You're going to feel it being hard, but you'll also feel the stretch because it's so tight, especially in those areas. You're going to feel your shoulders click, your chest click. You'll feel a little bit like, ooh, what's going on there? That's the stretch that you want to feel. So keep pressing against the back. So keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing your arms as far back as you can. Keep raising your chest as high as you can. Feel the stretch, feel the stretch, feel the stretch, and then release. You want to do 10, 15 reps of those, or 10, 15 seconds, 10 to 15 times. Number 10, last but not least. This is my favorite that I like to do personally before I go to bed, because it's just a simple stretch, but it's also a decompression, decompress your mind, let everything go of the day. We live a lot of stressful lives, but this is just a nice one just to relax, deep breathing, and it's a nice stretch. There's several ways you can do this, which I'll talk about, but this is just a simple way that I like to do. Now you're going to lay down on the floor, you're going to find the wall, you're going to simply have your legs as high as you can in the air, and then I like to do is, as much as I can like to do, then open up my arms like this, close my eyes, and then just breathe. So it's a finisher. You really feel your legs, your hamstrings, your calves, everything up. And then this is just deep breathing. So you're closing in your eyes, you're taking deep breaths in as much as you can. Trying to release everything that happened in your day that day. So it's a nice finisher at the end, especially going through all those 10 stretches. At the end, it's just a nice way to simply breathe, relax, and then jump straight into bed. So it's a nice finisher. I simply like to do that with my clients after a workout. It's one of their favorite things to do, especially after a workout. Like if I do a heavy workout with a client, I get them to do that, and they love it because it's just simple, controlled breathing, get their central nervous system back. A simple trick that I like to do with that one is get a towel and cover their eyes with it. So it's just simple. It just makes it that more dark thing, and it gets the body into a bit of a deeper stretch as well, and just a bit of a deeper breathing as well. It gets into that deepness. They don't see the light, especially in your bedroom or stuff like that. Those were my favorite stretches that I personally do before I jump into bed. You know the drill by now. If you love that video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share the love.